Hello friends, welcome to the Chapman Mill Pond Dam. Today we're going to explore Chapman Mill Pond open space in Westbrook, Connecticut. Acquired in 2004 for watershed protection and public enjoyment, the Chapman Mill Pond Open Space Conservation Area includes 83 acres of forest habitat. The 40-acre pond is formed by the 18th century masonry dam that was constructed to impound the Menunketsuck River. Chapman Mill Pond sits on the border of Clinton and Westbrook. After a couple switchbacks, the white trail brings us down to this old road, which is also the blue trail. We'll be following the blue trail to the north end of the Chapman Mill Pond. And no sooner than we get on the blue trail, we have a junction with the yellow trail. Now the yellow trail is an extended loop that goes as far north into this property as you can go. Here on the yellow trail, we have an interesting intersection of stone walls. We got one coming down the hill on the right. We got one crossing here, then a sharp turn and another turn over there. So we all had some interesting property boundaries here at one time. If you're interested in hearing what I think about the Chapman Mill Pond open space, stick around to the end of the video and I'll let you know. I followed the unmarked trail about as far as All Trails marks it, and it gets a little bit rough back there. But it did bring us to this one view of the Menunketsuck River. We've arrived at the intersection of the blue and the green trail, and we are heading south on the blue trail. Over here on my left, the green trail heads up on the ridge, and all the way over here, the green trail goes out onto a spit of land that provides some fantastic views of Chapman Pond. The Menunketsuck River begins in the northern section of Killingworth and flows south into Clinton and Westbrook before reaching Long Island Sound. Menunketsuck is a Native American term meaning strong flowing stream. If you're interested in seeing more on the Menunketsuck River, check out my video on the nearby Stuart B. McKinney National Wildlife Refuge. I'll put a link above. We're going to do the blue trail now, which stays closer to the pond and is lower in elevation than the green trail. Looks like the green trail is up on top of that cliff here, and we'll try that later on. That may provide a nice overhead view of the pond. All right, that's about the south end of the blue trail, but there is a trail here, it's unmarked, that heads toward the Menunketsuck management area, and might give us a view of the dam, so we're going to check it out. Oh, they got a nice bench up here on the green trail. If you're wondering, we're at 104 feet in elevation. Not a great view here, though you can see through the trees. All right, so now that I've completed all the trails here, let's talk about this place a little bit. The first thing I want to talk about are the trail markings here. They don't seem to be to the normal standard for trail markings. You know, left turn, right turn, they're not consistent. Use of double trail markings are also confusing. The yellow trail has junctions all over the place, and it just splits off from itself and rejoins. So it might be difficult to follow a particular trail. But having said that, the place is pretty linear. You really can't get lost. As long as you have a map, it's going to be pretty easy to get around here. So not a big con at all. The next thing is on the southern end, you're essentially close to the highway. So you do get some I-95 traffic noise on the southern end, but it's not too bad. Let's talk about the pros in this place. I really love the blue trail. It goes all the way around the ridge, gives you views on both sides of this ridge, and it runs along the Chapman Pond for quite a ways, and they're just constant views left and right. The next thing I would say is I really enjoyed the green trail. It goes up and down over the ridge. One other thing that I really like, although it's not technically in the park, is the Chapman Mill Pond Dam. It's just outside the park on the south end in the Menunketsuck management area. Another big con for this trail is that there's not that many people out here. It's probably not well known, but it should be. So if I wasn't clear, did I like it? Yeah, I like it. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. Come check it out. Thanks for joining me today. We did about 3.5 miles, and I hope you enjoyed this content. If you did, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and I hope to see you out here on the next one.